Hey all, welcome to the Shady Valley Kitchen. My name is Rebecca and today I'm going to show you something different. What I'm doing is pantry cooking out of my pantry, and I'm cooking comfort foods. I have 3 different recipes to show you what we ate throughout the week. We have a sausage and egg and cheese burrito that we use for breakfast, lunch, and even supper, and the occasional snack. And also we have a chicken and rice recipe from my friend Roseanne. And then I had a beef pot pie. So, if you'll stay with me, let me get my hair pulled up and my apron on, and we'll get busy. But before that, I want to show you, this is how I fix my chicken. When I bring it in from the store, I buy a family pack, I fillet it, I put a breast, which is 2 fillets, in a quart bag, freezer bag. Then I freeze them laying flat, and they fit into my air fryer, or I can thaw them, and that's what I did. So, let's get busy. Here I'm frying the sausage for the breakfast burritos, and I have the eggs. I have a dozen eggs, so I can make scrambled eggs for the sausage burritos. We're just going to have sausage, egg, and cheese. We'll get this all crunched up and then let it get to frying. Likes to stick in there. Get off of my fingers. Alright, I'll crunch that up a bit more. And here it's starting to sizzle. And this one I need to turn it on. And we'll make sure we break the yolks. Get them whisk up a bit. Then it'll start to fry. We like to make these burritos and have them in the fridge. My sister will freeze them, and her daughters and granddaughters will show up and want breakfast on the way to work or on the way to school. And they'll grab them out of the freezer. But I never make enough to freeze. I just make enough for the week, if they last that long. I have salt and pepper to taste in my eggs. See my quart jug here, jar. I'm just an old country girl. The man at church calls me hillbilly. His term of endearment for me. And I'll take it, because I'm a hillbilly girl. Okay, let's see how this is going. I'll bring you back when this is finished frying. Has some good color on it. When it's ready to assemble. And my eggs are ready as well. Can you see the beautiful color on the sausage? It has crispy bits on it, and it just adds a lot of flavor. And there's not a lot of fat in this sausage. I thought I'd have to drain it, but I don't. This is Tennessee Pride, which of course I'd buy Tennessee Pride. Then we have some color on our eggs. I like to fry my eggs dry when I scramble them. Yes, I like over easy eggs, but for this application, we need some dry scrambled eggs. What I'm going to do is turn the heat off. See if I can do this. Oh God! Let's get this. Hope you can see me. I'm going to combine the sausage and the eggs. So it'll be easier to combine the burritos, sausage and egg burritos. We'll just let them sit here, and I'll use like a measuring cup to scoop it out. I did see where someone put their cheese in here as well. I don't know if I'll do that. We'll just have to wait and see. Now once this is cooled down, I'll bring you back. What we have here is some low-carb tortillas from Aldi. 60 calories, 4 net carbs. How many's in here? 8. I was hoping for 12, but that's okay. I have some shredded cheese, finely shredded mild cheddar cheese, and I have our sausage and egg mixture. It is still kind of warm. It's kind of hot actually. But let's see. Maybe it won't tear our burritos too bad. This is a half a cup. That looks pretty good size amount. And we'll put a pinch. What we have left, we can eat it for breakfast. Oh, we're going to fold it over. Or we can put it on a pizza. That would be good, breakfast pizza. There we go. A tortilla, breakfast burrito. And I'm going to place it in this container here so it can cool. Then I'll stick it in the refrigerator. Let's do another one. There we go. That look nice. Smells yummy. Sprinkle of cheese. Fold the ends. Fold the top, kind of squeeze it together, and then roll. And place it in our container. One more, and then I'll continue to do those. Woohoo! Hot! Now I can make these and stick them in the fridge, and we'll eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner till they're gone. Have to use self-control. Sometimes we just don't have it. Or I feel tired and I don't want to cook, and I say, oh, get you a burrito. There. Now my son won't eat these. And our oldest daughter will eat them if it's a gluten-free. Then our youngest daughter, she doesn't do eggs because of migraines. So if I did the sausage and cheese with an egg substitute that doesn't have any egg at all, she would eat it. I know my son-in-law would eat it. He's not real picky. He would put something hot because he likes spicy foods. Okay, what I'm going to do is finish these, and I'll bring you back when I have all of the 8 made, and we'll see how much mixture we have left. Friends, we have 8 breakfast burritos here. So if you want to get technical, there'll be 4 apiece for us because my son won't eat them. However, we'll just eat them until they're gone. And then I have this much left. I have 1, 2, probably 2 and I'm sorry. This is a half cup measure, so I'll probably have a cup and a half of this mixture left. And that'll go great on a breakfast pizza. Maybe I'll have to make you one. Okay, let's just close this one out. Our recipe for dinner tonight comes from the Hell's Chapel Christian Church 130th anniversary cookbook. And it comes from Miss Roseanne. It's a chicken and rice recipe. And let me tell you about Roseanne. Her act of service, her love language is cooking. My husband had cancer one year, and she fixed this feast and brought it to the house. She and her husband showed up at the door, and I just wanted to cry because I was too tired to cook. But what we're going to do, I'm pantry cooking, guys. I'm cooking what I have in my pantry. Her recipe calls for onions and green peppers and minute rice. I don't have those things, so I'm going to put onion powder in for the, let me find my onion powder. I don't want to get garlic. Okay, I've got my onion powder here. And I'm going to use regular rice. I'm still going to use the 3 chicken bouillon cubes, the boiling water. I don't have mushroom soup, but I do have cream of mushroom soup. And I have chicken cut up pieces. I have chicken breasts that I have filleted. I don't have a whole chicken cut up, so I'm just using what I had in my freezer and my pantry. I have the chicken thawed, and we will get busy. Let me measure out my rice, put the bouillon cubes in the water so they can get to be dissolving, and then melt the butter and stick it in here. I know the butter is the benefit, the onions and the peppers, but I just like the taste of butter, so we're going to stick that in there. Let's put the cream of chicken soup. It should be cream of mushroom. Roseanne, I hope you don't mind. Making do with what I got. I know you don't mind. You've probably made it this way too. I'm using cream of chicken soup. I'm going to put the onion flavor in. I don't know, just a good sprinkle. And then I'm going to put the boiling water. It's 2 cups of water. And looking at the rice bag, it says a 2-to-1 ratio on the rice to water. So that's what I've done. Let me see. Butter. Oh, I'm going to have this written out for you in the description box. I'll have what I did, and I will have Roseanne's recipe. I've already made this once. I made it last week, and it was scarfed up. My husband said, oh, this reminds me of when he was little. He grew up in Gray, going to church at Hell's Chapel. Roseanne's known my son all his life. Roseanne, let me tell you a tale about her. She told me this. When she and Jackie were first married, she was fixing this for Jackie's aunt. Like I told you, Jackie's love language is fixing food for you. She will cook for you. She's gourmet. Now, what she did, she fixed it for the aunt. It's all in one dish. You don't have to dirty anything else. And she's stirring it up with a nice little spoon. Well, the aunt called back and said, oh, I really like that, Roseanne. And she said, you even left your spoon in it. I thought that was so funny when she told me that. I'll have to tell it. She told me it's fair game. Now what I'm doing, see these filleted chicken breasts? They were kind of big. So I'm also going to put some pepper on these. Got to make room for them all here. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken breasts. Some were not as big as others. And if these cook up good, like really well, they can be shredded. Mercy days. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many I have in here. I might have 4. Kind of lost count. That one was kind of big. We'll just stick this one in there. I didn't brine these. Just stick it there in the middle. Okay. Although the cream of chicken soup is kind of salty. Oh, and the chicken bouillon is salty, so I'm not going to do it. And Roseanne, I'm going to leave my spoon out this time. I'll stick it right here. She will never live this down. Love it. Love the story. Roseanne makes good biscuits too. Very good biscuits. part of that meal. I can't remember what it was. I remember the homemade biscuits. Man, we ate on it for days. Days. Okay. What Roseanne does, she cooks it at 350 and for an hour and a half. After 45 minutes, place foil on top. I did that. I think I did it backwards the last time. But I have it on 375 because I have different rice. And so I'm going to have to Google to see how long to leave it in. But I'm going to place this in right now so it can cook. Place foil on top. Blend. Place chicken on top. Bake 350 for an hour and a half. After 45 minutes, place foil on top. Okay, that's what we'll do. I'll put it in there and then I'll place foil on top for a while. Alright, let's get this in the oven. And I'll bring you back when I put the foil on. This is what our chicken and rice looks like. What I need to do is check and make sure the chicken is cooked to 165. Doesn't it look great? It would be better with onions and peppers and cream of mushroom soup. I'm using what I got. Believe me, you do the onions and peppers. It's really good. Now, with not using onions and peppers, I do believe my son will eat this. So, let me check my thermometer here. See what the chicken is. This was a instant read thermometer till I decided to clean it one day. Let's see what happens. Let's get several pieces of chicken here. See what it says. We're 160, 165. Now what I need to do is see if the rice is done. With a minute rice, the rice would be finished. It's like Roseanne has just dropped this off at the door. I miss her. I don't see her as often as I should. Because we're not, my husband grew up in the church there at Hale's Chapel. He was also the preacher. He preached his first sermon there when he was 6. And then when our oldest went to college, and we had one in high school, one in middle school, the Lord led us there. And we were there until the children graduated, and then the Lord led us here. And I'll tell you what, having Roseanne fix a meal for us, Law, it could have been this. When my husband had cancer, it was melanoma, and he didn't have to have treatments, but he had complications from the surgeries. People were there from the church to take care of Candace. She was still in high school. They cooked for us. They ran and got medicine. They picked up wound care supplies. I'll tell you what, church family, you can't beat them. And Roseanne, this is awesome. Love it. I'm going to pair this with some green beans, like Candy likes, the beef kind. Or I'll just put canola oil in the green beans because she's not here. And we need another veggie. Some carrots. That'd be good. Green beans, carrots, and this. Awesome. It tastes really good. And I have several pieces of chicken. You could cut it up, shred it, maybe. Yep. Alright. That's that supper. Tonight we're going to have a beef pot pie. And I know with beef pot pie you normally have beef tips. Well, I'm using what I have in my pantry. So I'm going to use ground beef. Plus it's cheaper. So I'm using ground beef, and my recipe says to use an onion. I don't have an onion. It says use tomato paste, and my tomato paste was used to make pizza sauce. So I'm going to use this, and it has all the seasonings. Rosemary, parsley, thyme, plus oregano, garlic, all the other good stuff. So I'll put 2 tablespoons of this in there. But what we're going to do is get this hamburger fried up, and we'll get the filling ready for the beef pot pie, and I'll bring you back when I have this fried up, drained if I have to. It's 85-15, and then we will start adding all the other ingredients. As you can see, I have a lot of color. There's a fine line between good color, browning, and burnt. I'm almost to the burnt stage. What I have done, I'm going to turn this off. What I've done is make a little bowl. I don't have a lot of grease, but it's a little bowl that fits under the colander. There we go. And I will drain the hamburger. Let's see what it does here. Oh, there's a little bit of grease, not a lot, but it would be enough to make our, what you call a soggy pot pie. Now, what I'm going to do is add 2 tablespoons of flour. Ooh, you know what I need to do? Get my beef bouillon started. Alright, 1, 2, we'll get this all stirred up. Making a roux with what fat is in there. And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of my pizza sauce in there, which is supposed to be tomato sauce. I'm sorry, tomato paste. We'll let that get to browning, get that raw flour taste out. Let's see, can you see? Yes, you can. Man, does that smell good. It's quite thick. 1, 2. This is for a pizza I'm going to be making for y'all. Starting to go homemade. The way prices are, it's cheaper to buy flour and yeast. Make your own pizza than it is to go buy it. So much to go to Caesar's. Now, let me see if I can get a beef bouillon in here and just get it crunched up. Don't have my glasses on, I can't see where it opens. There it goes. Now we'll just add hot water. Get that going there. Supposed to add a cup. Thereabouts. I'll turn it back on so we can get this flavors to mingle, make the gravy. Get that beef bouillon cube dissolved. It's supposed to have beef broth. I don't have it, so I'm using what I have in my pantry. You can do that too. My mom always used better than bouillon. Good stuff. I just don't have it. Our daughter likes to have beef bouillon in her green beans. Boil them dry and let them sear. Makes them good. And it's canned green beans. Like cooked all day on the stove green beans. She is a country girl. She's not into this tender crisp, cook them a couple of minutes. Okay. Our other daughter won't eat green beans. Even when she's a baby, she'd spit them out. Where is the bouillon cube? Right there it is. Okay. Wouldn't that be something to bite into that? Woo-wee. Alright, let's get it all stirred together. See that nice gravy we have? Now I have these mixed veggies. Happy Harvest. It's a 15-ounce pan, drained. Noise. Stick this in there. Stir it up. We have salt with the bouillon. We have salt in the spaghetti sauce, and also did salt and pepper to the meat, along with onion powder and garlic powder. When it was frying up. Doesn't that look lovely? Looks like it needs a bit more gravy. What can I do to give it a bit more gravy? More sauce. More water. Combination of both. Let's see here. I could put cream of mushroom soup, but I don't have any. Let's see. That's good. That helped it. It's going to have that umami flavor. Oh, also, forgot. Let me get it. Worcestershire sauce. There we go. I will leave the link to this shepherd's pie down below. But this is a shepherd's pie mix that I'm using as a guide. And I'm using what I have. Spaghetti sauce. Or pizza sauce. That looks nice. So what I'm going to do is get my pot pie crust ready, and then I'll bring you back. What I'm using today is the Ready Bake Great Value Pie Crust. I have two. Let me cut off the top of the sleeve here. They've been sitting out for about 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll work. See my pie plate? No, don't have a pie plate. I used to have them, but I gave them away with all the pies I made. So what I'm going to do, whoop, don't, gently stretch it to where it will fit in your container. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, there it goes again. Just forget what I said about stretching. Don't have a rolling pin either. My marble rolling pin broke. The handle broke off of it. Rolled off the counter. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Gonna make a mess. It wouldn't be Rebecca's kitchen without making a mess. Okay. Just gonna have to do, boys and girls. Woohoo! Now, let me see if I have a measuring cup here. Let's get this poured in. My oven is preheated at 375. May go off here in a minute. Let's see. 1 cup. See how many cups? 2 cups. And you know, if you have too much, you can always put mashed taters on it. 3 cups. Cups. Man, does that look, as my mommy said, delicious. And we'll just put the rest. A little over 4 cups. Actually, it's probably 4. I just didn't measure correctly. Alright, I have these little pieces here. Let me see. I don't know. We'll see if we can crimp it. I don't know. What we'll do is put this over the top and tuck under the bottom. Alright, come here, you bottom crust you. Let's get you in here. Tuck you under, like tucking you into bed here. Whoop, made a vent hole. Now, I didn't say I was the best at making pot pies. Let's get this tucked under. Let's get this one tucked under. Tucked under. And this one. Alright, here. Woo. Now, Mommy could crimp a pie. I tried. But we didn't really do crimping pies. We did, what do you call it? Like a Dutch apple with the streusel on top. Mmm. Good stuff. Let's just try to make this as pretty as we can. Well, there. Let's make some slits on top. I already made one there. Huh. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I tried to make a star on a piece of paper, I couldn't do it. And let's get us an egg wash. I did a milk wash earlier because with a chicken pot pie. So my daughter can't do eggs with the migraine. So I'm going to do an egg wash. Just give me a moment. Here I have an egg that I whipped up. My brush is in my camping supplies. I want to get a spoon. Let's put that there so it'll make a mess. So we are going to put an egg wash on here so to brown nicely. This was a sweet pie. We would be putting sugar on top, but no. Savory pie. What do you put on a savory pie besides an egg wash? Parmesan cheese. Not going to do it. But here we're going to put a nice egg wash. Nice and glossy. Hopefully it'll be pretty when it comes out. We'll do 375. I don't know how long it'll take. Everything's cooked. I just need to get that bottom crust baked. Crimp back. Come on, be pretty. Huh. Pretty is as pretty does. Okay, there we go. What I'll do is stick this in the oven and I'll bring you back when it comes out. Look at how beautiful this beef pot pie is. It was in a 375 degree oven for 50 minutes. I have it paired here with a salad. I had the bag in the crisper and I had not opened it, so it stayed fresh. I have noticed that sometimes you open a bag of salad, it'll get soft on you. So what I'm going to do is spoon out some of this and just see how good this looks. Oh wow, check it out. Got some. Let's stick it on there. Look how beautiful this is. Can you see right there? It's beautiful. The crust is brown. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see it. The crust is nice and brown. It's done. Looks great. Oh, let me take a taste. Mmm. Oh, hot. Holy God. Oh, I recommend it. Oh, it's hot and it tastes good. Alright, let me get rid of my spoon here. I've paired the beef pot pie with the salad with some ranch dressing. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And my son will have leftovers on that chicken and rice. If he doesn't want that, he can have chicken tenders. Anyway, this is awesome. This is shepherd's pie or cottage pie mix in a pot pie crust. Delicious. Friends, thank you for stopping by the Shady Valley Kitchen. If you like what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell notification. Also, what you can do to help me out is share my videos with your friends. Again, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, God bless.